Do you recognize this sense of homesickness? Like your heart is longing for something which you can't reach. And you also are so longing for this significant other. Well, if you are a starseed or a lightworker and you recognize this feeling, I invite you to watch this video. Hello and welcome to my channel. On this channel I talk about love, cosmic love for starseeds and lightworkers, because this is a different kind of love than you would normally expect. Have you ever thought about this longing feeling of not belonging here because your heart is longing for something or someone, and you feel like Earth is not your place, is not your true home, and it really makes you feel sick? Well, this is quite usual for starseeds and lightworkers who are here on this planet on their divine mission. Because when you feel like you don't belong here, you know you're actually right. Because as a starseed, we came from other dimensions. The Starseed Collective is here, not on a permanent basis, but we just have a period of where we are helping Earth and humanity. And because this is not our default home, it really feels like foreign to most starseeds and lightworkers, even though most of us have spent lifetimes and lifetimes here on this planet, and you would imagine that you are somehow adapted to this environment and to the atmosphere and the energies that are present here on Earth. But you know what I see with a lot of clients of mine who are really, truly searching for their significant others, when we dive deeper and we really strip it down to the basics, it's far beyond looking for another partner or another person to spend your life with. Because when you go back to this feeling and to the source of this longing and this almost aching feeling, then we almost always find out that it's really the cosmic birth pain that people are longing for. Because we are made in the image and likeness of the divine, of the creatrix of all life, as I am calling the source right now. After reading this amazing book by Kaya, the Sophia Code, where she talks about the creatrix as being a substitute or a side worker for the human, the manly masculine figure we're used to in most common religions, right? Because the earth is in need for softness, in need of the feminine energy stream. Not to say that men are supposed to be the villain and we don't need men. Of course we do. But it's really the time here on Earth to connect through our hearts with our feminine side, right? So that's why the Sophia Code is really written in honor of the divine feminine energy. So when we go back into history, way back, eons and eons of time, there was this one source, right? And love and light and the source was all there is. There was nothing else. There was nothing else existing outside of this force. And even though it was brilliant and it was amazing and it was creative and it was light, it wasn't fulfilling. Because if there's only light, there is nothing to compare that light to, right? So Source came with a rather creative solution. So it split off, and by splitting off it created the masculine energy of moving, of action, of traveling, of going away, right? And this masculine energy could now look back at Source, and it could identify two different energies. And so duality was created as well. And within this duality theme, anything and everything is possible. So this means that even though everything is Source and Source is good, Source also created this stream of malevolent forces. And so it happened to be that here on Earth, among other places in the universe, Earth is not unique in the sense that also in other places in the universe, wars existed and are still existing, and uh, the manipulation and the domination of other species and of peoples are still of today on this planet, but also off planet. And so when the Earth was evolving, also negative forces came to this planet because there were a lot of riches within the Earth. And it came to be that a lot of different species and a lot of different souls came to this planet. And with that being said, um, you can imagine when you are of love and light and of the highest vibration, and you come to a place like this, where it's so dense and where there are so many unequal divisions of resources and of food, clean water, money, etc. And so many dark agendas and manipulations are going on here, that as a starseed, when coming from higher realms, it feels so unforeign, it feels so dense. We are still, for the most part on this planet, are living in 3D, in the third dimension. And in the third dimension up to the sixth dimension, duality is possible. So it means that souls, human beings, are having like the free go to do whatever they want. And there are not that many rules, even though the universal law is like you can be involved into someone else's business because you're sovereign. Here on Earth, rules are different, right? That's why Earth is attracted by so many people who want to play their game and who are selfish and who are self-served, and that's why also a lot of benevolent starseeds and lightworkers are here on this planet right now, because we are helping humanity waking up. And we incarnated as starseeds, as humans, so we can do the work from the inside out, right? So why am I telling this as a cosmic love Akashic reader? Because what I do is I go into the Akashic records with the help of my beloved ascended masters, Yeshua and Mother Mary, and also Mary Magdalene. We look at, well, let me put it like this. I do it with the help of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene primarily. However, Mother Mary is a very significant and very important part as well. She plays a very important role as the mother of Yeshua, who is also, of course, known as Jesus, and of the beloved primer, mentor, and mother-in-law of Mary Magdalene. And within the space of the Akashic Records and with the help of the Ascended Masters, I look into your Akashic Records and see where this cosmic birth pain is mostly birthed, you know, because when I go into your records, I dive into past lives from this planet, but also from other lives outside this planet in other dimensions. And a lot of the times, I think almost all the times, a problem was created somewhere in those incarnations. And until you face them, until you recognize them and are, you know, wanting to resolve them, they keep coming back. The same issues keep coming back until you finally have the moment to look at them and to really dissolve them. So that's what I do. I dive into your records and I show you where this problem was created in the first place, why you choose to do that, and what incarnations your soul took, and what blockages there are as well. So when we look at them, it's very easy to dissolve them, because it only sometimes starts with recognizing what's truly going on, right? So if you are called to really find out who am I, so I can be open to receive love. Because what I do for my clients is, whether you are single and want to find your significant other, or whether you are in a relationship or a marriage and you want to really deepen your connection with your partner, it's so helpful to have the guidance of the Akashic Records, because the Akashic Record guides are so high vibe and they are showing us what we cannot perceive with our human awareness, right? And of course we have to accept and see the divinity in our humanity as well. But they have like an overview where we cannot see what's truly going on. And it's so helpful because you also come to learn where have I been incarnated? What realms was I in the Pleiades, or was I an Arcturian starseed? Or it's so interesting to know. And also animal spirits, because animal spirits are such great helpers to humanity. I honor them every single day. It's such an amazing tool to work with as well. So I'm very excited to tell you these Akashic Records readings, the Cosmic Love readings are open to book. You can find the link somewhere in the description, and I hope to see you inside. And yeah, let's find love, and also self-love is a very huge part of it. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I hope to see you in the next video, and have a great summer. Bye bye.